One defendant was found unconscious behind the wheel with a missing tire. Another admitted drinking before getting behind the wheel. As case after case unfolded, the judge delivered the same warning: violate bond conditions, and jail would follow.
Mr. Garcia, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as the condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. If I find that you're using illegal drugs, any kind of alcohol, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. As it stands now, you're on felony probation. You've now picked up a case with us, and you have a felony possession case. Is there a co-defendant in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. There actually, no, Your Honor, there's not.
You said
They allegedly had two suspects, but the officer only made contact with the one defendant.
you're not to be in possession of any weapons, no alcohol, no drugs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, do you need a lawyer appointed to you today?
Yes. I'm getting one, but not right now.
I can
So yeah.
now if you want.
Okay.
Don't pick up any new cases. Don't be a danger to my community, Mr. Garcia, because I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to protect
I was buying a phone.
Stop. Don't say anything. Just, I want you to know that I'm going to protect my community at all costs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. We got to wait for the evidence to come in. That's going to show us whose side is correct. I don't know. We'll get there. But just while you're out there in the free world, make the right moves. Because if I see you making wrong moves, I have only one place for you. Do you understand? Can you reach out to the Mac for Mr. Garcia, please? All right, so for now, I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you get with Ms. Smith for your bond conditions, and then I'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Please. Hi, Casey. Happy Friday. How are you?
Any big plans this weekend?
No, not really. Just kind of hang out with my folks, you know. Yeah. You? Anything good?
No, I have a friend's 35th birthday party tonight, but
That'll be fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
mob themed, so.
Oh, awesome. Are y'all going to like a special place for it?
No, their house.
You were Miss Tijerina.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On January 11th, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle bearing an unreadable E-tag at the 6900 block of Spencer Highway. A traffic stop was conducted and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver of the vehicle. The defendant stated she was aware the E-tag was unreadable as it was waterlogged from being so old, that the E-tag was expired as of November 2024, and that her license plates were at home but not yet on the motor vehicle. The officer confirmed the defendant was operating the motor vehicle with the wrong license plates and observed no proof of financial responsibility for the vehicle. The officer observed slurred speech, red glossy eyes, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant stated she was coming from a local bar, had consumed a bucket of Michelob Ultra beers, and standard fields of writings were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 3 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and attempted a breath. The defendant attempted to provide a breath sample but was unable to complete the test. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Did you say she did field sobriety test or no?
She did. Would you like me to read them again?
Yeah.
HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 3 out of 8, and one leg stand 3 out of 4.
Ms. Tijerina, I'm going to find that there's enough probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you see if she has a valid license?
Eligible, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm now placing a restriction on that license. You are not allowed to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock on it. You're also not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming, I'm going to revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. And Judge, we're fine with the random testing. She did already let me know of a scheduled trip that she has, so can we let pretrial know those dates?
You can go on your trip, but understand you're still not to use. You're going to get tested as soon as you get back. If you test positive, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? I
Yes,
don't
sir.
care where you are in this world. You're still under bond condition in this court, not to use. Don't get in trouble. Make wise decisions, because if you don't, there will be disastrous consequences. And while you're out there, if you're driving, you're not allowed to unless it has an interlock on it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, let Ms. Smith know about the travel so that way.
Right. I don't want her to
y'all
get
knows.
violated this.
So you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Casey and she'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If she tells me that you've gone AWOL, she can't get a hold of you, I'm gonna revoke the bond. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you get with Ms. Smith for your bond condition and then you're free to go. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Judge.
Have fun tonight.
All right, this next.
You are Jorge Gomez.
Sir, I am.
Mr. Gomez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 12th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to the 6800 block of Highway 225 within the city limits of Deer Park for a sedan stationary in lane 2 with a missing front tire. The officer observed the defendant in the driver's seat slumped over, the vehicle to be in drive, and the defendant to have his foot on the gas. The officer observed damage to the front right of the motor vehicle and the front right tire to be missing. The officer had to force entry into the vehicle to check the defendant's welfare due to the vehicle being locked. The officer put the vehicle in park and turned the vehicle off. The officer called out to the defendant, shook his arm, and administered 4 to 5 sternum rubs, and the defendant then slowly woke up and was unaware of what was occurring. The officer observed slurred speech, red glossy eyes, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, in addition to unsteadiness on the defendant's feet. The officer observed a buzzball chiller and beatbox alcoholic drink on the front passenger floorboard, both containers empty. The defendant stated he drank 6 beers earlier in the night and thought he was still in Houston. Extended field sobriety tests were administered, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and consented to provide a blood sample.
Are you telling me that there was alcohol while he was driving?
They just found empty containers. There's no cold, has no facts indicating.
Okay. Does he have a valid Texas driver license?
All right, Your Honor.
Please. And any prior DWIs that can run an NCIC. Mr. Gomez, I'm going to find that there's enough probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I'm going to revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Your Honor, no prior DWIs and license eligible.
If you don't have liability insurance coupled with that license, then you're not allowed to drive. That's also a condition of your bond as well. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No, sir.
Do you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Sir, the thing is, I'm actually on probation for a different.
Stop.
So,
Just don't. All I want to know is you want a court-appointed lawyer.
yes.
Okay, I'm going to appoint you a lawyer today. Just don't say anything. I've got a bunch of DAs here. Whatever they say, they can use it against you. I'll have you sign a reset, Victoria. We're going to give you an application. You will eventually meet with Ms. Smith, and then we'll appoint your lawyer.
Yes,
Okay? Leave.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi,
How are you, sir?
you standing in for Mr. Butler?
I'm standing in for Mr.
Okay,
Butler.
wonderful.
I'm a Mac attorney as well.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Okay, good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with you are Ms. Greeny. Okay, Ms. Greeny, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On January 9th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to 1100 Siegler Road regarding a major crash, and the officer observed the defendant outside her vehicle talking to Houston Fire Department. The defendant's vehicle was in a ditch with apparent minor front end damage, was on and in the in-park position. The defendant appeared disoriented, had poor balance, and was not able to stand unassisted. The defendant stated she had the motor vehicle's key fob in her pocket, and the defendant was taken to HCA Healthcare, and the officer then went to HCA to obtain a statement. The officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage and bloodshot eyes. The defendant stated she did not strike her head or lose consciousness due to the collision and drank between 1 to 10 12-ounce Miller Lite beers prior to operating the motor vehicle and getting into the collision. The defendant further stated she could not remember the time she drank her last beer. Standard field sobriety tests were administered, HGN 6 out of 6. Walk and turn and one leg stand were refused as the defendant stated her balance has always been bad. The defendant was read the DIC and a blood search warrant was signed and executed.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you, ma'am. Any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor. And your license is eligible.
Got it. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If they tell me they can't get a hold of you, I will revoke your bond. Don't pick up any new cases, and that's it. Okay, so I'll have you sign a writ of Victoria. We'll have you get with Ms. Smith for your bond conditions, and then you're free to go. Thank you,
Judge.
All right.
See you.
You too. Take care. You are Porter Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jackson, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 10th, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling east at the intersection of 2200 block of Spears Road and TC Jester with a defective license plate light. The traffic stop was initiated and the officer made contact with the defendant. The officer observed a strong odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle and a PC search was conducted. The officer located a green leafy substance believed to be marijuana based on training experience in the driver's side of the vehicle. The weight was approximately 1 ounce.
Was it?
It was on the driver's side.
All right, Mr. Jackson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You run his license.
Not eligible, Your Honor.
If you don't have a license, you are not allowed to drive. Do you understand, Mr. Jackson? You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, come back to me, and I'll take this restriction off. But I'm going to tell you now, if I find that you drive, I'm going to sprout horns in the tail. Like, that's how upset I'm going to be. Do you understand? Tell me, did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Do you mind giving me, please? Okay. Tell me about yourself. What do you do these days, Mr. Jackson? How old are you?
23.
So what plans for the future do you have? What? Why?
I gotta get it renewed.
Yeah.
That's all. I just gotta get it renewed.
You have the ability to make it's just a boatload of money with that license, and I don't understand why you're gonna let it expire. I'm making it a condition that you get a job. You need to get a full-time job. You know that, have you ever like explored underwater welding? Have you ever looked into that? How much money do they make? No. How much money do they make? How much is that a year? That's probably like 120, 130 a year. You can make sick money. And come on, man, be better. All right. So do you mind giving in the application? I'm telling you, I'm gonna stay on top of it to make sure that you get that thing back and that you're working, that you're making some good money. Do you understand? All right, come on. Good morning, Mr. Pickney. Sir, you're charged with driving on a suspended license. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 9th, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling at the 7600 block of North Wayside Drive with a defective front headlight not illuminated. The traffic stop was initiated and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver of the vehicle. The defendant provided a Texas driver's license, but was unable to provide proof of financial responsibility. The officer found the Texas driver's license to be not eligible with an active SR suspension, and the defendant was the registered owner of the vehicle, and the insurance database showed insurance policy for the vehicle had expired as of March 14th, 2024.
At this point, the hearing became less about excuses and more about accountability. The judge questioned defendants about suspended licenses, insurance, and repeated risky decisions. In this courtroom, public safety came first.
Got it. All right, Mr. Pickney, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you not to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. This is a legal document that you're going to swear to me. If you violate this, I can have a hearing. If you prove it to me that you're driving, I can have a hearing to hold you in contempt and hit you with up to 6 months in jail every single time. Do you understand? So if you drive 5 times, I can have 5 different hearings. Do you understand? Yes or no? Do not drive. If you want to, go get your license, get insurance, come back to me, and I will so happily take this off, but just don't until you do that. It's not hard. You understand? Bless you. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer? You know, I had someone send me an email not too long ago where they were in an accident and created $50,000 worth of worth of damage to another person, and they didn't know what to do because they ended up just getting sued. Person filed a lawsuit against them, is coming after them. They're, what do I do? What do I do? This is solved by having car insurance. When you're in an accident, that's why we have insurance. So it's not a joke. You look at me like it's, but I'm being serious. I'm trying to help you. Don't, right. Do it the right way. Great things will happen for you. I'm going to give you a lawyer. The lawyer can try to help you out with what you need to do to get your license back. But there's no excuse. If you get into a car, I'm going to lose it. Do you understand? Okay, come on.
Officer, was that anything?
No, I give him an application.
Yeah. Go ahead and sign the
So if we have to sign some medical conditions, I know,
You need to sign something?
conditions, no, you signed some medical conditions provision, but, me and Maria were talking, she's gonna refile them, so she can include that, Judge Andrews was looking to include yesterday. It was just for probation, that we needed it corrected for the system.
Okay.
And I saw that you signed a transfer order for 49, but you signed it twice.
Ah, crap.
If you could unsign that transfer order for the receiving judge, so Judge Finch can sign it. It should be in ready for activities. There's one that said, yeah, that one, and
Can you take it out so I don't sign it again?
yeah, I'll put it in. Let me just transfer order. I'll send it to Griffith. It should be ready for activities.
I don't see it.
Oh, no,
I'm gonna need your help on this.
it's you're ready for judge.
Got it. He's on probation. He's on probation for DWI. He's just picked up a new case. Can you mind looking into that to see?
Yes.
Has anything been filed?
Okay.
You are Victor Sanchez.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sanchez, you're charged with driving on a suspended license. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 11th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the defendant, who was upset due to being in a motor vehicle crash. The defendant stated he did not have a license or insurance and that his insurance was suspended. The officer identified the defendant through NCIC and found the driver's license suspended.
So they didn't catch him driving?
No, he made the statement that he was involved in a crash and that he further admitted he didn't have a license or insurance after, and he said.
I don't know. I mean, what happened? Did an officer really just go to his house and just start questioning him?
So he was originally dispatched to a disturbance, and then he did initially just start questioning him, and that's when the defendant was upset and stated it was due to being in a vehicle crash. So the officer wrote that, and the conclusion is that he was driving based on that statement, that he was involved in a crash.
Take a seat for me in the jury box.
Morning, Judge. How are you?
Yeah. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Judge.
Manuel Worthy, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 8th, 2025, the officer responded to a DPS agent who stated he was following the defendant's vehicle and needed assistance on a traffic stop, as the DPS agent was conducting surveillance on an unrelated case. The DPS agent provided a description of the defendant's vehicle, and the officer observed the defendant's vehicle failing to a signal lane change, along with the vehicle's third brake light being out. A traffic stop was conducted, and the officer made contact with the defendant. The officer observed a strong odor of marijuana, and the defendant was asked to step out of the vehicle, and the defendant stated there was nothing illegal inside the vehicle. The officer located a cigar filled with a green leafy substance known to be marijuana based on training experience, with a weight of 0.09 grams or 0.032 ounces. A PC search of the vehicle was conducted, and the officer located a unholstered black handgun inside a backpack in the back seat.
If I may, Your Honor, briefly.
Sure.
Bit unusual. I think the DPS officer, he meets up with the traffic stop. He doesn't state any traffic violations or any reason.
He does though. Sure he does.
The DPS officer that dispatches says, hey, I'm doing surveillance on this case, on another case. I need help with a traffic stop. He doesn't tell him any traffic violations at all.
And that is true, Your Honor. The officer said he needed assistance, and the officer that was called first is the one who observed the vehicle failed to signal.
So the person that came.
The person that came in response to the DPS agent calling in assistance.
We just don't know why he needs an assist with the traffic stop at all. He says, hey, come basically pull
Because he's doing something else, I'm assuming, right? Isn't that, he's investigating someone else?
Yeah, but I don't understand why he's telling another officer to pull this guy over. He doesn't give him a reason to do so. And we have videos available on this, and I've watched them.
Even so, the officer that pulls him over still sees violations though, right? If he had not seen violations, I may have an issue.
Right.
But nevertheless, he still sees issues. I mean,
I understand that, Judge. My issue, and this may not be a thing for PC, I've watched the videos. There's no failure to signal a lane change, and you only need 2 brake lights in Texas. I don't know what this third brake light thing is. We can have a suppression hearing later on it. I just want to bring it to the court's attention at the PC determination. I mean, he says, hey, pull this guy.
You're telling me that there's no PC, and one of the issues is because he really does signal a lane change. I'm all here. I'm ready to see it. If you have it, I'm ready to see it. You know, I mean, there's no sense in delaying the inevitable. If there's no probable cause, there's no probable cause. I mean, let's tee it up. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock, right? So
There's a moment.
of course,
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay.
But understand, let me finish PC with everyone. Give Alex a moment to also look so he can be prepared.
Gotcha.
We'll come back. We'll take a look. In the meantime, show me the provision that says you only need 2 red lights as well.
Okay.
Show me the money, and then we'll do it.
Yeah, Judge.
Happy,
Thank you.
You know,
All right, cool.
take a seat for me in the jury box. You're on probation. You've now no.
He was, yeah, he.
Did they file a motion or no?
They filed a motion. He was taken in last time.
Let's do probable cause, and then we'll do it.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
Oh, yeah. Come on. So tell me.
A review of the body cam, we did see the failed signal. In addition, we did see the high mounted brake light out, which is a third brake light. And under the Texas Code, section 547.3215, the federal vehicle equipment safety standards are adopted, and federal regulation 49 CFR 571.108 requires a high mounted rear brake light. And because that was out, that is
But not all cars have that.
But
Well,
So are you telling me now every single car has to have that third mounted brake light?
It requires any multi-purpose passenger vehicle, which in this case it was a sedan. So in this case it is a passenger vehicle. So it has to have, and you can see on the body cam, Your Honor, you can see the high mounted brake light. That's not truck mounted sedan. Well,
And I would point out, sure, it requires the
I don't,
vehicle
no,
to
no, no,
have.
no, but did you really see that there's no turn signal?
there's no turn signal, and
I would like to see that.
yeah, we can see that it's
Can you show him what you saw, please?
healthy, yeah, because she can pull up the video faster than I can.
We have the video ready.
Oh, okay. Time stamped at 0.08. It's signal. You can.
So you're gonna see the vehicle come into view at a distance right there, and he comes across 2 lanes without signaling.
Bro,
You can, come on, Will, you
we
can.
can show the judge that.
Yeah,
'cause
we
you
can,
can't-
we
you
can
can't
step in
see
the
that.
back and you can see
I
it
don't think
cut
that's
across.
him.
There's no way.
There's no way that's him because
But-
he's already in the furthest right lane by the time that,
No, you
in
can see
2
him, you
seconds
can see him
later.
going across to his right, a lane without any signal and addition to that brake light as you continue the video.
Would you like to see, Judge?
Sure.
Let me see.
You will see a vehicle here.
Which car?
It's may I, Your Honor, go up there and point it out?
The truck?
No, it's the gray sedan. The gray sedan come up.
Oh, it hasn't come up yet.
You won't see it until after the law enforcement goes over on that.
It looks like he's going pretty fast, huh?
No.
No.
No, we're just.
There is people kind of,
So when you go, I mean, the law is such that you're always supposed to signal, right? And I mean, even if you're going in that turn,
Well,
I mean, were the lights on at that point or no?
yes, the lights were on as soon as he gets up to the back of my client's vehicle before he makes that turn, they just shake lights. And the state is saying that there was an unsignaled lane change required.
How do you know the lights are on?
Pardon?
How do you know?
Because the sound kicks on, you can hear it.
Yeah, and he's correct that after, but before that, there's an unsignaled lane change as.
Yeah, well, I was hoping to see an unsignaled lane change before they even pulled them.
There is, Your Honor, it just,
Show me that.
He said it was a freeway.
on the freeway, Your Honor. and-
Show me. I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, if I could, I can point out his vehicle.
Yeah. Show me because that's what I was looking for and I didn't see it.
Your Honor, if I may step around, so I can.
Go, please. Come on. Don't be shy.
So it's small, it's at a distance, but you'll see the vehicle come into view momentarily. It's right there. That's the defendant's
That's
vehicle.
him?
That's the defendant's vehicle. Let me go back a little bit.
No way to tell it's vehicles.
Because you can continue, no, and you can continue seeing it.
The hearing ended with attorneys debating body camera footage frame by frame. Questions about signaling, brake lights, and probable cause quickly turned into a larger legal battle. But for every defendant in court, the message stayed the same: follow the law or face the consequences.